girl Nina Montañez.
Hey, yo, what it do? It's your boy Rue, and I'm coming for you. And this is
SofritoSpeaks.
Hey, welcome back.
What's going on, mi gente?
Buenos dias, damas y caballeros. Welcome back to SofritoSpeaks after a long hiatus.
You know life. Just life.
We finally back with episode 8 of season, whatever season we're on. Anyways,
5?
mind your neck. So let's get right into it. We have a lot to catch up on.
We do.
If you haven't been keeping up with the Kardashians over here, we've been getting up and getting to fucking work. So what's up? What's been up with
You're so annoying.
What's been up with you?
I see what you did there. So what we got? We got El Chisme. You know what's crazy, you guys, is that we deadass forgot the order of our show. It's been so long.
And don't forget we're on YouTube for all you bitches who haven't subscribed.
Yo, what are we at now for subscribers? Like something.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know.
It's
I haven't checked our YouTube since the last video uploaded.
Anyways, so El Chisme. So you guys,
the last we spoke, you were on a social media break.
I was on a social media break. I'm back, and within 3.5 weeks, I have accumulated 13,000 new followers on TikTok. Talk to me nice.
I love
I'm
that.
talking shit. Don't talk to me at all. But
You're forever live on TikTok.
Super interesting because that noise, we don't know what that noise is.
Some girl is really lonely downstairs, and that's what that noise is.
Yo, that little Rose vibrator is something different.
Oh, baby. Won't he do it?
I wouldn't know.
Won't it do it?
You're stupid. But yeah, it's been super interesting because I've accumulated all these new followers, and I'm now at 4,000 on Instagram, and that's up 1,000 from last month. So
and you have this thing where, so I check her comments out all the time, and everyone's like, whenever you're screaming "mi gente,"
real quick,
then they know that that Sulma's not home.
Yeah, I saw that. So I was like, okay.
I thought that was cute.
There was one video where I was quiet. I was like, hey, mi gente, real quick. And it was I was at work, and they were like, nah, you're going to have to come back and re-record this video because it was too quiet for me. The comments are hilarious. I do enjoy the comments. But it's just different because now I feel like I have an obligation to have more of a presence on social media. And it's not my favorite thing in the world. I'm not even going to hold you guys. I'm good at it, yes. I guess I now know what my niche is. But it's still I don't feel like I have to post 3 times a day. But when I came back to social media, one of my first 3 videos back got to 200K, and it was just me talking about real life experiences. I will literally leave somewhere, get in my car, hit record on my phone, and just give you a real raw reaction.
Do you record while you drive?
No, okay. Sometimes. But I won't go live while I drive. Okay. I've seen people do that, and I'm like, let one dumbass, miserable person report me because I'm driving while I'm live. Right. I just won't do it.
Will you get reported for that?
So I've been reported for less, bro.
Oh, true.
So that's not fun. So that is, and then once you get reported, you have to wait a week if TikTok doesn't what's the term? Approve the. So you could submit a request for.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, what's the term?
To appeal.
Yeah, an appeal. So if they don't approve it, if they approve the appeal, then yes, I can get right back on within 24 hours. But if they don't approve it, then I have to wait a week. And when you're in that momentum of constantly posting and having a presence, and then you get shut down for a week, it's you just lose that momentum. So that's why I don't tiptoe around certain things, but I am more careful with my verbiage for the simple fact that you just don't know who you're gonna trigger one day. And my thing is people really will get on my live, and a lot of people's first comments are if I'm talking about a man that I found attractive, they're like, oh wait, you're straight, and I'm like, what the fuck does it matter?
I saw that, and I don't get people's obsession with other people's sexuality.
It's so, and it's so weird. And I'm like, do you have a crush? I'm sorry, baby. I don't go that way. My bad. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe in my next life. But
I can see that.
It's like, it's just so annoying. And then,
I also saw when they were saying about the way your hair was for the gym.
Bruh.
I was like, what is going on at this TikTok? Let me
not Ruben looking for the tea, but he could have just called me and be like, bitch, what's going on?
Oh no, baby. We're just gonna keep swiping.
Yeah, no, okay, so whenever I'm in the gym, my hair is either in a bun under my hat. I was washing my hat, so I couldn't use my hat. Or I like have it slicked back and like leave it in like a high just like a little ponytail, but like I put a braid in the ponytail because I don't want my freaking hair everywhere. And someone made a comment like had said that I like looked like a lesbian. It looks like the comment was, it is giving lesbian hairdo. Yep. And I was like, I think you thought you ate, sis. So I literally made a video response where I was like, what does a heterosexual female hairstyle look like in the gym? Like, I need to understand, like, what does that look like? Because I was getting tight because at the end of the day...
Sorry, y'all.
He's stupid. But like at the end of the day, it's like, what is the obsession? I'm not understanding. Like sometimes, I'm not saying I'm a comedian, but baby, I'm funny. Leave the jokes to the comedians because this is some shit. Y'all think you can get in the comments and say some wild shit. Her comment, she ended up deleting her comment. However, I had already made the video that pinned her comment. So her comment's forever there, baby. I'm hoping that.
Gross, disgusting.
You know what I need? I need like a name for my followers. You know how it's like there's like Barty Gang. You know all that bullshit.
Danina Montas.
Aye.
Danina Montas.
Anyways, we'll figure it out later at a later date. But whatever, it is what it is. No, I mean mi gente, I guess. They're mi gente.
Okay, yeah. Mijente.com.
Yeah, the website's not coming anytime soon. We tried that. Been there, done that. Subscriptions up. Nobody wanted to pay for it. And that's the tea. Yeah, but in other news, I was told I couldn't speak Spanish at work over the headset by a person of the less melanated complexion, which I found super interesting in 2022.
Well, you also work in the white people state.
You're not wrong.
And them whites up there, they be doing some crazy shit.
They racist. You know
I recently just went through an experience like that as well.
What happened?
No, go ahead.
No, that's all I'm going to say on it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was at Tavern on Merrimack for all you bitches. And that's around the corner. And literally we were profiled because we were obviously the only colored people in there. Plus we were gay in a white bar. And I keep telling these people, like, let's stop going to these places. Like, they're just full of like fucking white crackers who just don't want us there. You can tell by their face, by their presence. And I hate this whole like, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to exist in this space energy. It's like, no.
Pick and choose your battles.
Because what I said was going to happen happened. The security guard got on shift. And within like the first 2 minutes of his shift, automatically just kept staring at our table. And I told my friends, like, what is up with that guy? Like, he was standing at the door like this, just like staring at us. Ew. And I was like, what's going on? I'm like, I feel like we're fine. Like, we're not drunk. We're definitely just okay. Our voices are low. We're just chilling. We're having a good time. But for some reason, he did not want us there. And he made it very clear on our way out. And he was just like, yeah, and don't come back.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, ooh.
Who pissed in your Wheaties this
I was
morning?
like, what is going on here? But I will never be going back.
Wait, where is that?
Tavern on Merrimack, right there, right over the bridge, next to the train station.
Across the street from the Lofts?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ew, why were you there? Oh, my God.
I really need better friends.
Why were you
that on
there?
Record. Y'all
Refer back to season 1.
Facts.
Yo, we're not going back, baby. We're not going back. That is ew.
Yeah. I also don't go to Spigot because of that. But that's another story for another day.
Spigot?
We're not gonna get into it. You were there. We're not gonna get into it.
Wait, was that when we went for?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I stand firm in that.
Okay.
Well. But yeah, tell us.
Tell us what? I ain't saying shit on it.
Oh, okay.
I was dead ass serious
about
that.
We on me now? All right.
Yeah.
So In the past 3 weeks, I have went on stage. I had a little panic attack. I was just telling you, I had a heels piece. This bitch is going in downstairs.
They're definitely making a new like studio or something.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, guys.
And that literally started once Nino walked in because I was here at 4:30 setting up, and it was pin. What is it? Pin
You
drop.
can hear a pin drop?
Yeah, like it was silent here. So thank you.
My bad. I don't know. Like
Your vibe made them want to work. Period. So we had the show. We did good. We didn't place, but we got a 75% out of 100. Then
do you know what like what you had to work on? Do they give you?
They
like,
give you a voice note, which I found really interesting.
What?
It's a big, long audio file of as long as your mix, and the judges are basically just talking into the microphone every time they see something, so they're no longer writing it down.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that was pretty interesting to hear. Everything that they said, I kind of agreed with. There was nothing that they said that I was like, no. Other than that, I've been really tired. I've been really busy with Elite Dance Movement, my little dance group. Shout out to them at Movement City. They are getting a lot better, and we are getting them ready for Samanipana and all of that because we're about to slay. Yeah, and that's pretty much been it the past 3 weeks. I haven't gone out as much, but I did go out last Wednesday. My job is absolutely like I'm looking for a new job. Yeah,
bro, I was waiting for that. It was too good. It was too
good.
good.
I'm looking for a new job. I don't have many complaints. The only complaint that I have is I have an issue where I can't work for someone who isn't as strong as a leader as I am. And
say that one more time and slowly, please.
I said I can't work for someone who isn't as strong as a leader as I am. And she's new, and I give her, whatever. I've been helping her out.
Oh, that's the shorty that you like. Oh,
yeah,
that's the job
and
you went for.
I'm not pressed about it because at the end of the day, like I'm happy with my position, like I said in the interview, and that was real. Like I really do like my position. It's a chill job. It is what it is. What I hate is that it's a chill job, and this person is now trying to make it very corporate. And I explained to her like the demographic that we are in. You need to understand with the type of people that we are working with, it doesn't need to be that extreme because what that's going to do is you already have employees that you're paying very little money to. And so now you're trying to come in here with all these rules, and that's just going to tell all these employees they're going to want to find something else. And I just finished staffing this up for you, sis. Like I got mad people in. I was like, we need locals. We need people from the area that can understand the demographic and all of these things. Because what they had there was some white people. And I was like, how you got a staff full of white people? Ooh! How you got a staff full of white people in a Spanish-speaking community? How does this make sense?
And then they have to put the workload on y'all to translate.
It's
my fucking favorite.
We have a full-time translator. Plus, in my company, if you at your interview, if you don't agree to speak Spanish, you need to get compensated to translate at any job that you work at. So if you're not compensating me to translate for you, I cannot translate. I'm very sorry. I am compensated for translation. So I do speak my ghetto Boricua Spanish.
But they get it though.
No, they do get it.
They point across though.
But surprisingly, I don't have the worst Spanish there. So I feel very upper echelon.
You don't have bad Spanish. I don't know why you think you do.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad when I have to think about what I'm speaking. Compared to someone who speaks
scholarly Spanish.
It's bad when I have to think about what I'm speaking. When it's just natural to me, it's just natural. Like Damas y Caballeros, it took me a while to understand what the fuck that was.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I know. Like the word sin embargo?
Yeah.
I did not know that meant maybe. I thought that meant without a boat.
Then what's quizás?
Without a boat.
Perhaps.
Without a boat for years.
No, you didn't.
I swear. When people would say sin embargo, I'm like, boat.
Without a boat?
What does the boat have to do with this? And then back in like 2019, I asked my mom and I was like,
I'm sick right now.
I was like, what is sin embargo? And she's like, maybe. And I'm like, maybe without a boat. For a while, I was understanding differently. So, yeah. Other than that, I'm trying to find a new job, which I might have a new job.
It's the way that you find new jobs.
Oh, baby, I hit up my old boss that left there, and I was like, girl, what are you doing?
Oh, smart.
I was like, get me in. And she's like, yeah, absolutely. So she's
Where's she
trying to
at?
get me a position back in Burlington at the main
Aye.
hospital. It's fine because I'm not working through Leahy. I'll be working through a third party that is contracted with Leahy, and they're
Okay.
trying to compensate me and pay me $23 an hour. So that will help me a lot. What?
I'm still thinking about
Without a boat. But other than that, I've just been on a job hunt, and yeah, and I had to let my trainer go because, I had to let my trainer go, bitch. They hit me with that, you owe $1,500. I said, what? When I sat down to do my taxes, tell me how when I sat down to do my taxes, the screen said I owed $4,600. I looked at that lady and I was like, there's no way. I'm like, there's no way I owe $4,000. Hadn't done my taxes in 2 years, but there was just no way. It didn't make sense. And she's like, let me double check if he entered it correctly. The guy who they hired to enter your taxes was a very nice gentleman, but entered my taxes incorrectly. Didn't double check, didn't read nothing, just threw all those taxes. She's like, yeah, that's because he didn't do the math right. And I was like, well, I'm glad I asked because shit, had I been having to pay $4,600, I would have been shit out of luck. So I ended up with a bill of $1,500.
Where the fuck did that come from?
The unemployment, they forgave me the $10,000, but I still had to pay the $1,500. And then I didn't know they forgave me the $10,000. So after she tells me the amount, I'm like, oh, did you add in the I felt so stupid. I'm like, did you add the forgiveness for the unemployment? And she's like, yeah, yep, that's what this letter is that they sent you. And I was like, I didn't read it. I just opened it and brought it to you. So it said right there, 10,000 forgiven. And I was like, wow, America hates you. But other than that,
No, motherfucker, you just don't know how to read.
I'm trying. I'm
That
working
was
on
on
it.
you, boo.
I'm working on it. But still, the fact that we were in a pandemic and they
I
offered
thought
us
you meant that you
unemployment.
owed $1,000 to your trainer. That's why I was like,
Oh,
what?
no.
For what?
At one point I did, but no.
I can't stand you. Oh my.
One thing about me is I'm not going to pay a bill.
He's not kidding. This is the fucked up part. He's not kidding.
But yeah, I'm cutting him for a few months, so I'm on my own now. So if you see me a little heavier in the next month or two, mind your neck. Other than that, I've been okay, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's wrap this up and head over to our next section, which is Aye
Aye
Bendito. All right, welcome back to Aye Bendito, the part of the show where we go through media headlines, local headlines, and give you our opinions. Where do you want to start? So much has happened in the last 3 weeks.
Right. The Real's canceled. You know, we've mentioned The Real a couple times.
The Real is canceled.
I'm not surprised.
Thoughts?
Not surprised.
I've been seeing my girl Adrienne move a little bit different, which kind of gave me the vibe back in January that something is ending very soon.
You said that. You had mentioned that. I don't know if you said, "Ooh, look at you speaking into existence." That's crazy.
Did I cancel? Was it me? Did I cancel the
Am
Real?
I the drama?
Did I cancel the Real? Other than that,
her sister does have a YouTube channel now, Claude. I actually enjoy it.
No one asked for it.
I actually enjoy it. I didn't ask for it, but I enjoy it.
Okay, let me fill you in on the tea. First of all, when Adrienne was in 3LW, this girl was trying to be a singer, and
that's how she met her husband.
Is he the dancer?
No, he was in a group as well. I don't know what. But that's how they met.
Well, anyways, I don't know whatever happened to that, but now I see her with Adrienne all the time, and I'm like, all right, get your family up. But
and then her daughters are coming out with a loungewear line. So she's gonna be collabing with her
love
nieces.
that. Anything for men?
I don't know yet.
Never anything for men. Jesus.
You know, it's never. But it's gonna be for kids. So like, you know how her like Lavoots. I'm like, Adrienne wants to be.
She's gonna Adrienne is a
is
smart
in the
woman
bag,
because she literally took her little brands and made it something. So I'm here for it.
Go off, sis. I still want to get like some of her jewelry just to like support.
It's cute. They have clearances for like $20.
I enjoy. That's still a lot of money. What the fuck? But and then you gotta add shipping.
Well, now y'all know why I don't pay bills, because I'm out here spending them $20. You know what I mean?
Stupid. But anyways, and yeah, so the reel's getting canceled. Not surprised. After Tamara left, I was like, well, there that goes, because like Tamar left,
and then
Tamara.
Amanda Seals left. Remember that?
Seals. Yo, Amanda was too real for that show. I don't care.
Yeah.
She was too damn real for that show. And I love me Amanda Seals.
Have you
Y'all
even been tuning into Small Doses?
No, baby.
And Miss Amanda Seals got into some trouble recently.
What?
Because she was trying to defend comedy or something, and everyone about the Chris Rock and Will Smith slap. Mm-hmm. And I guess she was trying to defend like comedians of like saying that, you know, if you're at a comedy show and they're making fun of you, like you can't just go up and slap someone. Da 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 da.
She's not wrong.
You're not wrong either. But I feel like, my personal opinion, I feel like that whole thing was a stunt, and nothing happens on television without them knowing. I'm sorry.
What do you mean? All the repercussions he's getting? That was it was not a stunt.
But I feel like, so I heard a lot of different theories. So one of them was like the whole Scientology thing of how in Scientology, when you are a person of power, it is literally your job to
knock yourself off the throne.
No. To like
humiliate.
I guess
yourself?
Yeah, they humiliate other people who are beneath them. So they would do it in a way of like doing it like on a TV show, whatever.
Didn't it backfire on Will?
Listen, I really believe that they're gonna say all these things and they're gonna cancel it and all this stuff.
I just think it's
but at the end of the day,
like,
Will Smith is gonna keep a bag, and the bag is gonna keep coming, and Will Smith is Will Smith. Like this, it's not gonna last long. Like it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, well, he was good for 4 years, now he's back and welcomed and all this.
I just find it super interesting how like they're really making an example out of him when they were rewarding pedophiles for years. Oh. Like that argument to me is like, yeah, that makes fucking sense to me. Like I don't, man, fuck this whole thing. I'm sick of talking about this shit.
Yeah, last week I was like, I'm tired of hearing about this goddamn thing. Like, it already happened. There's nothing we can do. But
Jada, though, she's toxic.
Leave my girl Jada alone.
No, she's toxic.
I was laughing at the meme that was like, with Jada's face, and she's like, Tupac would have shot him.
I'm not impressed, Willard. Tupac would have shot him.
Why are you guys doing Will like this?
Yo, the fact that he's hospital, I can't. And she can't fucking defend her man in interviews. Like,
all of these things happened, and we no longer hear about the war in the Ukraine with Russia. And Charlemagne was like, y'all better wake up, because they are hiding some real shit up out here. Gas prices are insane. I am considering taking the bus to work because this is absolutely crazy. Or walking once the weather gets better, walking. So if you see me walking, mind your neck. I still got the car, but I don't got no gas money, clearly. So the car will sit in my driveway.
Yo, I can't stand you. What else went down in the last couple weeks? Tracy Braxton died. R.I.P.
Miss Kim Kardashian had some very strong words for those working women out there.
Entrepreneurs. She said,
I felt like it was very tone deaf. It was just like not something that you should say, especially when you slept your way to the top.
I was not expecting you to say that.
I'm sorry, but and it's no shame towards my sex worker community, but you slept your way to the top. Like, you can't sit here and be like, get your ass up and fucking work. And although she had
you
Dash,
were already well off.
She had Dash, and but everything was always handed to you and your family. And we all know that Ray J made you famous, so let's relax.
Moving on, mi gente.
Let's relax that right there.
I literally can't. Also, LOL, Lindsay Lohan is now like a spokesperson for Planet Fitness.
And we're done.
Threw me way off.
And we're done. Puerto Rico has no power right now.
What? Why?
There was a fire at the electric power plant, whatever. It just...
Puerto Rico
there's
can't catch
one power plant for this whole island. So the whole island has no power. And that baffles me.
Interesting.
How there's only one power plant for this whole... Is it an island? I know last time y'all came for me.
Who came for you? It's an island.
Okay. That's what I thought. La isla de Encanto. And if I hear this song about Bruno one more fucking time.
LOL. I had no idea that it was based in Colombia, Encanto.
Makes sense. They don't know what the fuck you're doing over there. They actually don't know what the fuck they're doing over there because now some person from higher up in Disney wants to make one character from each Disney classic as a gay character or pansexual or whatever part of my alphabet mafia.
Why are we pushing sexuality in general to kids? Look, I don't get that. That's a conversation for another day. Gay, straight, whatever. What is America's like thing with sexuality? It's like it's so weird to me. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's
giving very much chomo vibes.
What that mean?
Child molestation.
Okay.
Chomo.
And moving on. So we're gonna wrap this section up, and we're gonna head over to.
Wait. I think there was something else. We talked about Tracy Braxton?
Yeah.
Okay. There was something that happened locally.
Oh, Terra Luna got crashed into.
A man got shot at in front of Bank of America last week.
Right here?
Yeah, they were watching him. From what I was told, they were watching him. There was a lot of local deaths last week. I will say that. I just kept getting text message after text message, and I was like, what's going on? I attended 3 funerals. I know you told me that.
6-month span, so I needed a break for real, mi gente. Yeah. Like I was like emotionally like.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it. So
moving on.
Next section, which is Caldero Talk.
All right, mi gente, welcome to Caldero Talk, which is the part of the show where we are going to talk to you about the meat, the topic that we have, dissect and discuss. LOL. You already know the drill. So here we are, and I know that we did talk about forgiveness. I want to say season 4 or maybe earlier this season, but I was speaking from a different place then.
Ooh, baby, let's go.
There's been growth since.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna take you down memory lane real quick. I remember talking about forgiveness and forgiving. Obviously, we know forgiveness is not for the other person; it's for you. And I really sat here and I was like, oh yeah, no, like I've forgiven people. I don't have to tell them, and I'm good. Ha! Joke was on me. I thought I had forgiven them. So real quick, I'm gonna just tell y'all a quick little story about what had happened or whatever. Story time, mi gente. And so my aunt passed 3 weeks ago.
Wait, what?
Are you serious?
Dead ass.
You didn't know?
I'm dead ass. What's going on?
You didn't know. Wait.
Wait, no.
You didn't know Titi passed.
Who? What?
Are you serious? You're lying. Your grandfather was in Puerto Rico. This is the real chisme, mi gente. You didn't know? Bro, she was sick. She was like, it was really bad. We buried her 3 weeks ago.
The one who babysat us?
Yes!
Chi.
This is like not a stunt, mi gente. Like, this is real life.
Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. Okay.
Yeah. So, yup. Anyways, R.I.P. Titi. And so...
I had a nickname for her.
It was one of those things. Put some respect on it. It was one of those things where, obviously my mom's losing her older sister. And y'all know I don't really speak much about my own sibling dynamic. Just because it's easier to not speak about it. Just because I couldn't speak about it in a positive light for the longest time. And I really thought that I had made peace with not having them. And we've had multiple conversations where like, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm good if I never speak to them again in my life. Like I really was like prepared to like not have them in my life. And we had on psychic medium Peter Veth over the summer.
Oh, yes.
And I didn't expect that. He did a reading for me. I didn't expect that.
He did a reading for you privately?
No, you dumbass. On the show.
Child.
Damn.
What year is this?
Keep up, bro. Keep up. And so I guess he channeled my brother. And to which my brother had said that you could tune back into that episode. It's called Let's Get Spiritual, I believe. And he said like that what my brother was saying was that I have to fix it with my sisters. And I remember sitting there and being like, no, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay if I don't. And so with my aunt passing, I knew I was going to run into my sisters because, hello, death is weird and family gets together or whatever. But back in November, my cousin had passed and I had seen my older sister and my twin sister, and we didn't converse at all, honestly. We were just there because we had to be there. But then with our aunt, this was the aunt that like every generation knew that had a handle in raising all of us.
Yeah.
So it hit home like for real. Like it was hard. And then having to relate to my mom on that note of like losing a sibling, but like she had more time with her sibling than I had with my older brother. And so it was walking into the funeral home. I did see my twin sister. I said, what's up? Whatever. Nothing serious. I haven't spoken to her since my birthday. Our birthday of last year. I haven't spoken to my twin sister. And I haven't spoken to my older sister in 5 years. Mi gente. So we were walking in. You know how Hispanics gotta do the bendición. Even at funerals, you gotta say your bendiciones. You know what I mean?
Well, at a funeral, I feel like it's appropriate.
Yeah, I don't. So I obviously did because I wasn't raised by wolves, but whatever. And I was fully prepared to ignore my older sister and walk right by her. Like I didn't. It was whatever. And so this was the first time my older sister and my mom had embraced. My older sister and my mom too were estranged. And again, it was the first time that they had come into contact, and my older sister and my mom hugged each other and they cried. And I was like, this is odd. Like there was like a weird feeling that I couldn't describe. And you guys know I've been in my walk with Christ, and it's a huge reason as to why I view things differently now. And I don't speak from a place of hurt, because I have God in my life now, and I've been putting him first, and he's so prevalent in my life, and I thank God every day for that. And the way that I went about how this happened, I mean, I shit you not, my older sister ended up walking towards me and she gave me a hug, and I lost it. I started sobbing and like on her shoulder. I hugged her really tight. I told her I was sorry. I just kept saying I'm sorry. But I'm trying to figure out what I was sorry for. But it was in that moment when she embraced me and I said I was sorry, and she was like, I forgive you, that this weight like came off of my shoulders, and I just could not stop crying. And we like talked later on. We ended up meeting for brunch, and we talked it out, everything, and we are slowly getting back to not what it was, because what it wasn't good. So we literally are starting from square one. And I got to meet my nephew, so that's really cool. And it was in that forgiveness that I didn't know that I needed to hear. That I now view things differently. And it's interesting because, like I said, in past episodes, I've constantly said, like, I'm good, like, if I never speak to, and I was saying it with so much, like con ánimo, you know what I mean? Like, I was really speaking from, like, a place of, like, I mean this. God was like, no, you don't, mamas. I know your heart's desire. Stop playing. Because whenever I said I'm good if I never speak to my sisters again, I would always say, I wish every day it was different, but I know what it is. And it's because in my heart of hearts, I wish that I had my sisters. So in being able to finally have that forgiveness, I still haven't. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I still haven't reached out to my twin sister because that one's a fresher, and that one's gonna be harder, just because there's more recent hurt that I have to kind of dig through and try to put together into words to properly convey what it is that I need to say, so I don't feel like I left any stone unturned. But that's going to be me praying to God for the wisdom and the right words and terminology that I'm going to need to have that conversation. And honestly, like, not going into that conversation with my walls up, because it's going to be really hard to be vulnerable, because it's me thinking that I still know my sister, but for all I know, I'm not giving her enough credit. I'm probably not giving her enough credit. Just as much as I've grown, she's probably grown. So I think I'm still trying to come out swinging, but no one's thrown the first punch yet. So like I'm trying to prepare for the punch. So that one I'm still actively working on, but the one with my oldest sister was 5 years. So if God could bring us back together, baby, y'all need to make some phone calls, because when I tell y'all I was ready to just tell my future kids they ain't had no aunts and uncles, baby, I was ready. But I don't have to do that anymore. So forgiveness is a thing. What about you?
First of all, I want to send my condolences. I honestly, that was very like a very real moment. I did not know any of that happened.
That's crazy.
That's how my family works. They're very old school, and they want to keep things hidden.
It's your grandfather's sister.
And I think it's the communication stopped. Anyways, not about to get into that. But I do think forgiveness is very important. I think in the past, probably since the pandemic, I have worked on forgiving people. But what I will not do is continue to forgive you and give you a platform to be yourself, only for you to continuously disrespect me.
Baby, that's manipulation.
And the manipulation, like, it's crazy when you see it, because when you see it, that's like the first red flag in my head that I'm like, oh, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. And again, I'm a person of I don't like drama. I like to keep it very peaceful, very fresh. I'm a man. I will apologize if I'm wrong, but I won't continue to forgive you or, you know, put this burden on myself that I've done something when I know that I haven't, just because I'm not living up to what you think I should live up to. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I'm kind of going through that right now. And I sit back and I like think differently than I did before. Before, I would be the same way. I'd be angry. I would be like super hurt. I recently had a situation where somebody kind of like said something to me and I was just like, okay, well, wasn't expecting that. That was very left field. And then this person now doesn't want to speak to me, making it seem as if I did something wrong. And I was like,
oh, victim mentality.
Yeah, that victim mentality, it doesn't work with me. I don't know how much more I can show up for people who don't deserve my presence. And I've realized as I've, keep getting older, certain, relationships maybe just aren't meant to continue being a part of your journey. And sometimes you need to leave people right where they are. And that itself is a form of in my book, like a form of forgiveness. I forgive you for what you've done, but I can't continue to carry you with me. And as long as I know that I'm walking away with peace, then I think I will be okay. Does this mean in the future, I'll never speak to this person again? Absolutely not. I don't know what the future looks like. But this means for right now, until the other person is able to, one, forgive themselves, and two, have an understanding of what accountability and how to forgive someone else feels like, then I can't continue to rock with you like that. I feel like energy is transferable. And if you're constantly in this negative space, and I try to do nothing but uplift, the people around me and make them feel good. Even when I don't feel good, I still try to make sure that you're feeling good. But like two things that I just can't rock with is like disrespecting my time and just disrespecting me to my face, and then having a mentality of like, well, you made me do this. And I was like, what? Like, we're in our 30s. Who makes anyone do anything, period? So, to that person, if you are watching, I forgive you because you've blocked me everywhere. So very childish mentality. But I do forgive you. And I think on that note, I do have to remind myself that I am human. And like I said, as a man, I will apologize if I did do anything wrong. If you let me know. If you don't let me know, I will move with the mentality that I have now, where I'm at peace. I ain't losing no sleep, baby. We good over here. Focus. Yeah, we're just doing what we need to do. But yeah, forgiveness is a very big part of growing up. And I commend you for that, because you have come a long way. And I keep seeing your growth. And I think this spiritual journey is what's helped you.
For sure.
Open up a lot more than how you were before. you know, and that comes with time and that comes with wisdom.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where you are now. You're understanding who you were, and you're seeing like what you need to change. You weren't a bad person, at least not in my book, but I feel like we all had something to work on. Even when I started this show, when we started connecting, I was a completely different person than I am now.
What?
And now I'm just like,
I think back to season 1 all the time, and I'm like, yo, we were so different. It was only 2 years ago. We were so different.
and so much has changed, and we have to remember, like, I hate when people use this, but this is true. Like, we lived through a pandemic where we had a lot of time to think and had a lot of time to be by ourselves.
Yep.
And I think that now that we're opening back up and we're coming out into the world and we're this and we're that, we're like, we got a fresh start. We can do this way. We can do this that way. And that looks different for each and every single individual that you come across. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's whoever's listening, I take this as your sign to reach out and forgive. Because again, death is one of those things that when you think about it, you think you have all the time in the world and you don't. You don't.
And that right there is a selfish mentality to have. Is like, I went 9 years without, speaking to my father. And when I got that news, like, that broke my heart. Like, that was my biggest fear growing up, is like, what if I don't have my mother? What if I don't have my father? And when I got that, like, I crumbled. You would think, like, someone who was going 9 years, who hated somebody for, because in reality what it was is that I didn't get my way. When I look back at it, I was able to realize that. And then when I got the news, it was just like, oh shit, I thought I had time. And baby, when it's time to go, it's time to go. So
when you're called, you're called. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I think with that, to keep in mind, though, if you are going to forgive someone, you might go into a conversation thinking that you know what they're going to talk to you about. Because, baby, trust me, I did. My shampoo bottles heard it all. And I found it interesting when we decided to, when my sister and I met up and we did speak, I literally thought that I knew what she was going to say to me and what her issue was with me. Baby, it was not that at all. I was like, wait, what? That's what you were mad about? Like, I was blindsided. So the little spiel that I thought I had, like, ready to go to, like, all right, let's get it. I thought it was about to be on some wild shit. It wasn't that at all. So in that moment, I realized I had to soften my heart and, like, really listen, because I didn't have the answer for what she said.
But that is key right there. And that's what a lot of people don't do, is really listen. You hear what you want to hear, and then you shut out the rest. And don't be in the defense.
Like, I easily could have been like, what are you talking? Like, it's one of those things where I could have easily just, like, barked back. And I was like, no, Nina, you need to sit there and you need to listen. You need to take it in. And that's something that I did mentally prepare myself for. Like, I prayed every night. Like, the week leading up to me meeting up with her, I was like, God, soften my heart. Let me hear what she has to say. I know it's not coming from a place of anger, because if it was, we wouldn't be meeting. We're both clearly in more level-headed, clear headspaces to be able to communicate with one another. And you're not 17 years old anymore. And
people grow. People change every single day, just like you do. And you don't see it, but
I feel it.
Yeah. And it's the same with each person that you may have crossed or may have crossed you. And I think you said this a few episodes ago. You were like, how are you able to just forgive people and just move on? And that's where my mind goes. It's like, yo, like, yeah, you've done me wrong, and I always forgive, but I will not forget. And I can't forget, because if I forget, that's me playing the fool, me sitting there thinking, like, I know that if I can tell if you haven't changed by the way that you're acting, and if I see the behavior again, that's the sign for me to be like, let me back up.
Yeah,
makes
sense.
So.
But anyways, that's all we have for you today, mi gente. But if you're gonna forgive someone, please go into it with an open heart and an open mind, and just, like,
forgive without expectation.
That's
the episode title. Plus, forgive without expectations with lesbians.
Fuck you, bro.
Let's close this section out and head over to our last section, which is Aye Reposar. All right, y'all. Let's close this out. We got a short episode for you guys, but it was cute nonetheless. We got our asses up and fucking worked.
You're so stupid. Anyways, so as you know the drill, any shout outs, affirmations, any announcements, anything like that, this is the part of the show where we are going to let you in on all that information before we leave you with this cute little episode to get you through the week. And who knows, maybe we'll go on another hiatus before
we might see you in August.
So what's your quote?
Come back to me.
I bet. So my quote is, never lose the human aspect of what it is that you're doing, and always try to seek understanding rather than be understood, because it makes for a smoother conversation.
Okay. Mine's is I miss the bonds, but then I remember the disrespect.
Not mine's.
Mine's is anyways, I want to give a shout out to the SofritoSpeaks store for giving me life with
this was a 2 a.m. with your what?
With my 2 washed
Chesticles?
sweater. My 2 washed sweater. My second wash. I mean, it's a cute shirt. You can definitely buy not chesticles. Don't do that. You can definitely buy it on our link tree. And yeah, I think there's like a new shirt.
Did I make a new shirt?
You did.
I made another one? Baby, I've been doing this shit at 2 a.m. when I can't sleep. I don't know what I be putting out anymore, but it's there. We have a shop. Did you see my new logo? It's so cute.
I did.
It's so cute. I'm so proud of it.
All right, y'all. My name is Rosales, and I'm blasting off.
And I'm Nina Montañez. Stay blessed, mi gente.
Oh.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Sofrito Speaks.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram at SofritoSpeaks to keep up with all of our latest content.